YouTube. It has been a very long time. I randomly decided to upload or do a video because I don't know how long this is gonna take to prepare and stuff, but I decided to come back and do a makeup tutorial. I'm not entirely sure if this lighting is any good because it's like this faux light versus the natural lighting in the back, but the angle would be too low because it was last time and I don't really have anything to set the camera up against. I feel like it's fine. So I know it's been a while and I'm gonna do a little catch up chat as well as just a quick makeup look because I'm going to be participating in open mic night again. This is the third time. I feel as if every time I do it, I get a little bit less stage fright and anxiety. It's very good for me because eventually I do want to have, well, I can't say eventually, but a goal would be to be a professional singer slash performer and get signed. I've already washed my face, showered, washed my face. I just toned. It's always shocking how much comes off. I'm not sure if that's really visible, but it's pretty dirty. Tomorrow is Noxzema day, so that'll be good. I do Noxzema once a week. I probably shouldn't do it even that much. I used to do it much less, but sis has oily skin. I've left my skin alone a lot compared to how I used to be with my skin. I used to overdo everything. I've bulked up on moisturizer, cut down on cleansers. Because the oil is natural, and since throughout the summer I haven't really worn full faces, it's good because my skin has become more balanced. And whenever my skin does produce oil, the tip is you just take it from where it's greasy and rub it to where it's dry. Boom. Life hacks with Myronine. If you didn't know, now you know. That's not how the song goes. And if you don't know, now you know. It appears I lost an earring. I was gonna wear the other ones, but I guess I'll do these. I forgot this shirt was gold and it'll bother me if I wear silver. But there's these ones, which are my favorites. Like, my godmother gave these to me forever and a day ago. They're just these pretty gold ear knocker earrings, but I have no clue where the other one went. So it just wasn't meant to be. So instead I'll wear these gold and silver ones, which my mentor gave to me, or one of my mentors gave to me. The main one, the bestest one, gave to me. Good energy, right? Okay. So my skin is just about dry enough for me to start doing my makeup. So for the parts that get oily, I'm going to use the True Complexion. Oh, I feel like such a professional. The True Complexion. Oh, is it going to focus? Yeah, True Complexion Shine Control Primer by Black Radiance. I have no clue if they're black owned or not, but they have black in the name, so I'll trust it. I'm also not entirely sure if this is close enough of a camera angle or should I lean in, because I feel like there's a lot of empty space. The craziest thing that I've noticed looking back at my other videos, right? I feel as if every video I look like a different person. I'm not entirely sure if it's my complexion changing or certain features being picked up better at certain times than other ones, or whatever have you. It's just such an interesting thing. Then there's the Smashbox primer that I'm gonna put on this part, and this part, and this part, and do it again for the sides of my nose and under my eye area, and then my eyelid for the rest. Grab this foundation brush, which low-key I need a new one. Gotta hit back up Marshalls. It's been a minute since I went and got, excuse me, makeup products from them. I feel as if this isn't enough. I have my mirror here too. I think I let my skin over dry. Who knows? I'll probably put more. I just don't want to go crazy with the products. Next, I'll do what I typically do, which is a smart thing to do that I wasn't doing before, which I think also exacerbated the amount of oil that was on my face, is not moisturizing before I put on makeup. So for my chin, I do suffer from eczema, so I put quite a large amount down there. This summer was my summer in terms of eczema. Like, I feel like I'm one of the weird people whose eczema is just terrible all year round. But lately, since I switched up my skincare, that's my doggy. She wants some attention, and started moisturizing a tad bit more. I get less of the issue than I used to. Like, pretty much the same color throughout. There's still a little bit of dark spots right there, but killing the game. My baby's so precious. Susie hates when I have conversations, but I don't look at her. She's a jealous puppy, which is completely fine. Look at her being upset. You can't get on my lap, baby. There's literally no room. Yeah, so I pretty much randomly decided to record. Not entirely sure what I'm going to talk about, but oh, I can talk about school. So school, yeah, I'm doing more primer. School has been very interesting. I ended up transferring to a community college, and I have my own place still. You can probably tell by the background, because it was just really problematic at the other place. I just didn't have the support system like I wanted the support system. I'd be there for everybody else, and then when shit hit the fan for me, none of that was reciprocated. I've learned a lot from all these experiences. People kind of getting over on me and using me, blah, 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 blah. It's really made me a better person. I really value my own worth and my own self-care. And anytime someone asks me for something, I don't got it, G. I can't help you. That's not my business. Sorting my problems out first. I've been doing a lot of self-care, stepping back from people. I haven't been thirsting to build bonds and ties with people, because I just felt so empty before. I was like, I need something stationary in my life, someone who I can depend on, someone who blah, 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 blah. Like I don't have a whole dog. So that was really a really good experience for me. I learned so much about myself. With how things are now, people just posing and being people who they aren't. Everyone wants to be popular. Everyone wants to fit in. Everyone wants to be that it person. We don't really place as much of an emphasis on ourselves, which is such a dissatisfying thing and a lifestyle to live, because you're living your life for other people and not for yourself. I suffered heavily from that. And I really appreciate the positive change that I've had within myself to leave those type of people alone. Just looking at things, not through an entirely positive delusional lens, but through a self-healing, self-loving, self-respecting lens, not harping on things. I was a little bit of a narcissist in that sense. I always felt like I was being antagonized or people were doing things to hurt me intentionally, but no. Some people, well, not some people, the majority of us go through life thinking as if we're the focus of everyone else's world, and that's just not how it is. Some people are just garbage, and I came to the point where I realized that and let things go. If you hear like a whistling or pushing sound, that's the heat that came on, which is good. It's been super cold in the mornings. It's that point of year in Rochester where it looks warm but feels cold. Still haven't pulled out the coat yet. Hi baby, do you want to go out? You can go out. Bye. Bye. Where it looks, yeah, it looks warm but feels cold. So you look out the window and be like, oh my gosh, it's so bright and sunny today. Lit, lit, lit. And then you'll go outside and shiver your timbers. It's really hilarious. But this is also why you should check the Weather Channel. So don't take advice from me on dressing right for weather. It's been so long since I've worn a coat. I usually just throw on a windbreaker and a jacket and call it a day. I'm one of those people who, I get cold, but not really cold enough to do the whole shebang. At least not recently. The last time I wore a coat was like 4 years ago. And that was one of the worst winters that I personally believe that we had here since I was born, which was so interesting. I'm trying to think about how to not make this video be super boring. Let's see. What are some big things that have been going on lately? I've been doing a lot of reading. I have finals that are coming up. And I have a case study. A lab-based thing for statistics. Where I'm supposed to be studying relationships between two things. Is it causal relationship? No, correlated relationship. The goal is to prove that it's causal, but I doubt that I'll be able to do that. So just that. Grades have been killer. You get in or you get out what you put in, and not being antagonized by a system really does help. I've been cutting back on, ooh, that's too much, on chapstick because I looked it up and apparently you can't get addicted to it, but you can get a habit formed where you just like the texture and the sensation of it. And I definitely formed one of those. I'm weak to, what are those called? Habits. I get into something and I do it until I'm tired of it. So I have 3 tubes of chapstick that I refuse to touch anymore. Because I was just putting on chapstick if I was bored, putting on chapstick if there's nothing else to do. My lips were like globs. And my lips were always dry, always dry, always dry, always dry. So I decided to switch towards something that's actually moisturizing, which is the Shea Moisture, rather than just putting on some cheap, mostly water. Well, water's good, but the way they put it in, I think there was salt or something in there. But this is the primer, the other primer that I used, the Smashbox one. It's like this clear tube. It's a sample size. I got that for free too. I didn't steal it or anything. My mentor just gave it to me. I'm trying to think of what else would I do. Oh, yes, of course. Back to my brows. So I used this pomade one first, which is the CoverGirl spread on brow pomade, but I don't like the way that looks once it oxidizes. So I typically I do like powder, liquid, I don't know if you really should call that a liquid, and then powder again, just to mattify whatever it is, because like I said, sis has oily skin, and if I just use a wet product, I will be glistening within an hour. It's just very interesting how a lot of people say they have oily skin and you never see them get oily. But for me, I wake up dripping. And it's not like full over oily. I have combinations, so pretty much my entire forehead my cheeks, my nose, and my chin greasy. But is this still my cheek or my jaw? But basically, if I had a beard, that beard area from like here to here and then under, bone dry. When I wake up, I can literally scratch it and it sounds like I'm rubbing together sandpaper. Kind of like how my hands are sounding right now, just dry. Moisture is important, kids. So now that my brows are done, they look good. I really want to have them pop. Still, the main reason why I don't really do makeup in the summer too is just because my skin color changes so much between the summer and the winter that I had a product like before in the winter, not the winter, the summer, I was using the 360 Fit Me, but once the fall hit, I started using the 356 and that actually worked really, really well because my skin color had changed. And then in the winter, I actually started using, is it 13? Yeah. The 13 of the Milani, which low key, I think they're the same color. What do the kids say nowadays? No cap? I don't know why that was open. That's not sanitary. Right? Is it the same color? It looks to be about the same color. This one I like, this one I like a bit more because it has more of that golden color. It's just, it's thick and it's running low. It's not working the best. The pump is entirely broken. So what I was doing before was open it, which is why I was open, duh. Answers my own questions with Myroney. So just that. I forgot to wet my, there it is. I forgot to wet my beauty blender like a dummy. So once again, life lessons with Myroney. So I'm going to go in. See, it doesn't even look right. It feels, not feel still. I still feel as if I'm still my summer color. So this stuff might look yellow. But the last time I performed, I didn't wear makeup. And they had pictures that they took. And you know, sis was still cute because I'm a bombshell, period. But this time I want to be even more knockout. So in case whatever they post goes viral, them agencies gonna swoop in and be like, oh, sis is talented. I want to book her. It's just very important to be presentable, as they say. Look good, be cute, work hard. What do you guys think? Is this a good color on me? I might have to wait. I feel like I need to get different concealer. Hold on. See, don't you? I feel like it's too dark. The camera knows. It probably looks fine. I'll see by the end if it looks good or not. So I just went and quickly wet this so that it fits the pooper scooper. It's not as pretty as the green one that I had, but I need to go get another one of those from Marshall's if they even still sell them. It fell apart. It just wasn't meant to last, you know? Or as some people say, you feel me? You feel me has made such a weird comeback with the amount of people saying you feel me as of lately. I don't know if it's just a Rochester thing, but it's wild. So that's pretty intense the way I laid it down. And I do that intentionally so that once I put the foundation on, there's a natural highlight that forms. I did the same thing with my nose. Oh, and my chin. Don't do as much on those though, just because the color change that it would do. But I think, or what I am gonna go with is my matte poreless for this one, but not gonna do that yet. I have a set that I follow for my eyebrows. So The primer I put down already. I feel like I'm gonna minimally edit this and upload the whole thing and just have it be like an hour-long video or whatever, and just have it be like a catch-up video for whoever's watching and whoever cares. So I'm gonna be wearing this dark blue shirt, so I'm gonna go in with Rockability, the same palette that I've had for a while. It's like YBF palette Rock the Croc, which I got from Marshall's. I think this was $8, maybe less. Go in with the smudge brush, which I probably shouldn't have went in with this one because this is typically the one I use to buff out the upper level, but it's fine. And just lightly do it on the outside here. I have a terrible habit of leaning in. Doesn't help me see any better because I do have it on the 5 zoom side. Yeah, my pores have gotten so much smaller though with the Noxzema. When I was younger, I didn't use it. I thought I was allergic to it. I thought I was allergic to a lot of stuff because I've been told that I was. But what it really was parents didn't want to use it. Or maybe I was allergic to it when I was younger and grew out of it. Who knows? So now that is there. And excuse if it's not done the neatest way possible, but I'm going to clean this brush off because I am going to use that to buff off actually. So that is a bit of a darker color. But that's part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. So with this one, which is the bigger one, my go-to color has been this orange. It's gotten wet before, as you can see. Probably should stop wetting brushes. I don't know if that's really true.
This message 2 minutes.
I've been doing it like it was true.
This is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
Payoff be better? That's another thing. Don't believe every hack video you see on the internet. Don't be like me. I'm not as much like that anymore. I've always been very analytical, but for some reason, if something's worded as if the person who wrote it is smart or that they know what they're talking about, I've been very gullible in that sense where I'm just like, this person's a professional. They can't be making this up. This has to be true. Never again. Can't say never because I did it before, but now I know. The second thing that I'm going to be doing is pretty nice package, but this other one I'm going to be using is just this $1 shimmering loose eyeshadow with brush. The brush was trash. It's $1, but the product is nice. It has a pretty color to it. It's LA Colors. I actually really like this one because I'm cheap, but I also like to get my money's worth. It's not like full. They make it appear as if it's fuller than it really is, but like, see, I can just tap it and the payoff is phenomenal. And I typically just use it right at the upper of my lid. Gosh. Excuse me. It's so pretty. So now that's done. And trust the process. I know I probably look crazy right now because nothing's blended, but I have very hooded eyes. So I blend after the fact with my eyes open so that everything's visible. And then finally, I'm going to go in. I typically did use the Cadillac quite a bit. I'm hitting 10. Now I've been doing Jive a bit more. It's like this pink brown color that's also kind of hitting the 10. It's just this nice, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. And I've been using that like right under my brow just to add a little bit of, I don't know the word for it, probably depth to the highlight. Yeah, it raises my brow just the tiniest bit. Then I am gonna go with the Jitterbug right at the middle, kind of where my, I did it a little bit too heavy, but I'm gonna blend it out anyway, it's fine. With the Jitterbug right under there, so it looks nice. And then in my inner corner as well, because it's important to have inner corner be defined. Yes, puppy. Do you want to get kicked out? I love you. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't know if this is still like hip and trendy, but wasn't that white girl like abusing her dog even though it was giving her a bunch of views? She like spit on it and stuff. I don't understand why some people get dogs if you don't want to take care of a dog. Like with Susie, she's a bit clingy and needy. But I love her for that. And I knew that when I was getting a dog. Because it's not like build a baby or even build a doggy. Their personality will never be exactly what you want it to be. So you have to take at face value what you get. And if your dog's behavior isn't 100% on par with what you envisioned your dog would be like, maybe recognize that you aren't a good owner. Find someone who can do a better job and take it as a learning experience. Why would you sit up, beat on, spit on, slap, hit, disrespect? Like, they don't understand what they're doing wrong. So to get physical with them is incredibly stupid and also very wrong. To the part that I was looking forward to most, which is foundation. So I am just going to revamp the powder. I feel like it's matted in decently. Go over it for a second round. Try not to breathe that stuff in. Get my forehead too. So, nose and chin. So, after I do that, I'm gonna apply my foundation. I know you guys are probably looking, it looks good from far away, but the reason I do this such stark line is I have like this weird dark line on my forehead, which is like right above my eyebrows. So I guess this is my attempt at color correcting. I don't really know how to do that. And when I see people do like the really strong red to like counter the green, it's too much. So just use concealer. That's what it's meant for. Because makeup will never look natural. It will never look like, especially if you're wearing foundation and stuff, it'll never just look like skin. It just doesn't dry down the same way. It doesn't reflect light the same way. It just won't look natural. So take that for what it is. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute shape. Hold on, let's see. See the little, it's like a yin yang, but only the one side. So maybe like a yin or a yang, not yin yang. Either way. Push this in, push this in. A nice little light coverage. This one's medium. The reason that I'm going for this one and not the other one is because this one has lighter coverage and the Milani is very pigmented. It's just, I would wear it in the winter. It's just the way that it reflects light, I feel like would be too much with the stage lighting. I want stage makeup, not clown face today. I did wear it like 2 weeks ago because of the coverage. The one thing I didn't like was it's just too early to be wearing my winter shade because it's just the beginning of fall. And to be going full out winter shade in the beginning of fall has you looking like a clown. So this is nice and light. Not light as in not a color, but light as in, yeah, I've got on makeup, but it's not like muting my features. Some people go for that, the whole full coverage thing, which I do want to go for. My goal always is to be good enough, well, eventually, not always, but eventually is to be good enough to wear makeup and look like a completely different person. So then I can joke about like Myrene that's not here today, whoever I want to call myself that day is. Isn't that comical? So now that I've done that and blended that out, I forgot to do my eyeliner. Eyeliner's getting something that I don't do as much recently, but untwist this first so it can breathe. But it's so much fun when I do remember to do it, because I always know that I have to do the mascara after the eyeliner. So I just combed out my eyelashes with that. I typically do that before I use the mascara because I have very curly lashes, which is a good thing. It's just different. So I am leaning in. I feel like I should change the camera angle. Oh well, it's fine. You guys love it. I'll continue to talk while I'm doing this. But I have been watching a lot of anime again lately. I felt like I wasn't doing enough of the things that made me happy. Just because of how busy I was biting off way more than I could chew, trying to make sure everybody else was good. But I've learned now to let stuff go and just be happy, do what makes me happy, and not care about what other people think. And since I've done that, and also just believing people when they show me who they are, I've been so much happier. I've made this strong rule for myself not to be around anyone who brings me down and don't let people use me, which was hard at first because I like to see the best in everyone. And I feel like people knew that. They could see it in me, like, oh, this one's gullible. I'm gonna continue to try and get over on her. So people just stopped expecting me to say no. They would ask me for things assuming that I was gonna say yes. So like, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that, which was very hurtful because, you know, I'm not a walking favor machine. Even recently someone tried to do it and I laughed. Not to them, because that's mean. Gotta stop being mean. But I laughed in my head and I was like, wow, if this was even 3 months ago, this person would have said this to me and I'd have broke my neck to get it done. What's wrong? You don't need to pee. You can't get on my bed, baby. We've gone over this. See, because if you know the answer is no and you beg, then that means you know. Right, baby? She's so cute. She tries to get over on me because she knows she's spoiled. And when I say spoiled, I mean spoiled. I cook this dog food. I take shea butter and give her palm massages. Because you know how the paws on their feet get really rough and coarse. I file her nails, clip her nails, fully bathe her once a month. Give her nice dry shampoos. You know, make sure my baby smells fresh. I take the highest care of my dog, so you know, she's just gotten so used to being pampered. So anytime I tell her no to anything, she just gets so offended. So now that she can't get in my bed anymore, because like I told you guys, she just kept peeing on it, and by kept I mean 3 times, but fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, fool me 3 times, and I'm a fool. So I said no more for you. And now she's mad at me. Oh my gosh, I still suck at doing eyeliner further out than... It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put some more eyeshadow over it. It looks stupid. I'm just gonna wipe it off, to be honest. Where's my... There it is. Okay. And this is why I don't do wings. They're pretty much never symmetrical whenever I make an attempt. There's been a couple times where they have been, but throughout the day, I don't know if it's just because the corner of my eyes are so wet, but at the end of the day, basically, they came off. I don't know if I scratched them or something, but I went to check on my makeup and like powder it up in the middle of the day. Gone. They had like slid off or something. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go over again with my brow stuff. It's been a while since I've done my makeup, so I'm kind of being particular about it because I don't want it to look stupid. And going over this, it's just important to fill in the gaps. Obviously have it be as natural looking as possible, but not be ridiculous looking. Okay. Then I also have this clear brow. I don't even know what to call this. It probably says it. Yeah, brow defining gel by Chella. Chella? C-H-E-L-L-A. Which is good. Okay. That looks good. My lips are already dry again. See, once you start, it never stops, bro. So now, going back over the areas that I wiped off. Okay. Now I need powder. No. First powder. First powder. Yeah, so using your dog is wrong. Don't do that. Just take the animal, surrender it to someone, have someone better than you take care of it. Because if you ever think, I need to hit this other person to get my beliefs or whatever I think I'm doing the right way across, it's just extremely stupid. It's the same thing with people hitting their kids. I was hit as a child and it never made me think about, oh, maybe this is the adjustment that I need to make. It's just, why are you hitting me? I'm scared. So when I meet people who defend that, I'm just like, no, you just want to be in a position of power because you want to take out your childhood on your future child. And anyone who justifies hitting a child because they were hit, you're a clown. So that's that on that. Okay. Next up, darker powder. This one I like, but I don't like. It's the 360 powder from the color that I used to use, which I think I need to buy again. I don't know what I did with it. I probably accidentally lost it or threw it out when I left the other school. But oh no, I remember it. It's because it's red. So I have a very golden undertone and the red just looks crazy on me. Like, I'm gonna put some along my chin line just so I have like the same type of, it's all the same color. I feel like it's just the undertone is different, which sucks with like black makeup. Because like an undertone can make or break a product. Like, you think it's gonna work, it looks so pretty in the case, you put it on, and there's just like this ridiculous amount of red or this ridiculous amount of green, and it doesn't work. You just look murky or fuzzy or however you want to call it. So I've packed this powder down, I've applied my eyeliner, now I just need to do my mascara. And of course, I don't know why I said that like that's the ending meant. Where did it go? Oh yeah, I've also been doing contacts, which whoever cares to notice, I've been doing for a while. Because when I wear glasses, I look crusty, busted, disgusting. Like, I would have this whole makeup look and then put on glasses and look like someone's grandma. Glasses just, they don't fit my face. My features are too strong for glasses. Glasses make me look crazy. Like, every ID photo that I've had to wear glasses in versus not wear glasses in, I look so much better without the glasses. Ugh. Got my eye. Alright. Yeah, that's good. No, don't sit on my textbooks, baby. Eye booger. So now, did I have that on? Oh yeah, my stuff. So, not entirely sure what else I want to talk about. I'm gonna edit this. Probably not today, or maybe even not even tomorrow, but sometime next week when I have free time, and just upload it because it's important to keep up with my YouTube stuff. I feel like I haven't been paying enough attention to it, and YouTube is genuinely something that makes me happy. I love watching YouTube videos. I love filming YouTube videos. I love editing YouTube videos. It's just the amount of time that it takes versus the amount of time that I personally have. It doesn't really align, which is unfortunate, but I'm just gonna have to suck it up and work it out because this is something that I want to do. And when you care about something, you make time for it. So that's what I shall be doing. Anyway. Hopefully this video comes together to be something cohesive once I finished editing it. But, oh yeah, of course. I almost forgot to spray my face. Put this out. It's just important to conceal that face so it kind of just all blends together, mattifies out, so you look nice, pretty, and natural. I don't know why it took me so long to get a setting spray. Setting spray legit changed the game. Before, I was just like sitting there blending stuff together. So ghetto, just like old-fashioned blending stuff together. It would take so long and it still would not look good. Now, put a little bit of setting spray. It just congeals the whole look together. It still doesn't look like skin, but much better than it would be if you weren't using the setting spray. So, now, your good sis is gonna part these braids. And I do two. I was doing one before and then I just didn't like how it pulled. Also, these are different braids than last time, obviously, because completely different color. But I went for purple and brown. And next time I want to do electric green. But, grab this. Should I blend some on my neck? I feel like I should, because my neck is a different undertone than my face. Like, this part is red, like my face and chest. Or not my face and chest, but like, whatever. So, this is the final look. Cute, right? Alright, so that's all for today. That's enough of my rambling. Next time, this is my eye look. It's so subtle on camera. I should start doing lashes again. I remember I did those once and did it successfully. But yeah, that's the look. And I will see you all next time. Later.
Honestly, I'm trying to stay focused.